So we are on standby for that media briefing with regards to the various ministers who will come on and flesh out some of these regulations announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa last night. But how are people reacting to this? What is the temperature of views on the ground? I want to bring in our reporter Kim Daniels on the ground in Port Elizabeth to get a sense of how these more stricter measures they're reacting to it. And essentially, this is the festive season. What sort of impact will this have on the people on the ground during this period? Kim, very good morning to you. What sort of reaction are you getting? What are people saying there?
Good morning, Blaine, and thank you so much. We all witnessed a very stressed out, a very sad president, emotional president that addressed us last night. Because of this high increase and alarming rate of increases in the COVID-19 infections. As we had heard, there's a new variant that has come out, and it said that this new variant will probably give us more casualties and more infections than the first wave did. So it is absolutely critical, to beat this thing before it gets too out of hand. We are, as you said, are moving now to alert level 3, and this was done for 4 reasons, mainly as said by the president last night, to decrease the risk of super spreader events, also to decrease contact with people, but also to implement the hygiene and the safety measures that would include wearing of masks, the social distancing, the mass testing sites and those kind of things. But most of all is to decrease the burden on our healthcare workers who are fatigued, who are tired, who are also falling ill to this virus. As we've heard, our public and private sectors, our hospitals are full, beds are full, there are no more oxygen respiratory systems that are open for use. And I mean, we're not even in the worst of this virus yet. So it is quite scary. As we have said before, alcohol has been banned once again. Indoor and outdoor activities have also been banned for the next 14 days. And these are just some of the restrictions that will carry on, until the 15th of January. I am standing at a post office at Greenacres Mall, just here in Port Elizabeth. And these are lines that are always full. They are always long. Everyone is coming here for their social grants, for their 350s. But what I have noticed this morning is that people are now, more of them are wearing their masks. They are socially distant. They are trying to adhere to rules because everyone is taking what the president said very seriously. Most of them have opted to maybe not come today and wait for the next day, because from my understanding only 120 are allowed at a time to get their money at a time on a day. But I'm standing here with a gentleman and a lady just to hear their views on the president's speech. Sir, from what the president said last night, do you agree with what he said?
I agree what he said, but something about the alcohol, we can just buy and go home, because it's not all of us we drink to perform in the streets and stuff like that, you see, ma'am. But like I was saying, I just wanted to talk about our money. He wants to stop our money now at January, but the COVID-19 is going still on. He added us to level 3. But what should happen now when we come here at the post office for money? We must stand in queues like this, and they only take 120 people a day. With some of us, we work from our houses still here. We don't have the money to go back because we depend on this money. They buy houses, we raise children, but we are not working. So this is the only money we must feed our children with. But now we must go back home. You see, ma'am, that's all I have to say.
And ma'am, how do you feel about the alcohol ban and the fact that it would maybe, affect our New Year's festivities?
I'm very happy with the alcohol ban, because it's only now that people are going to take it seriously, that the president has been saying this for so long. Because they are putting people at the healthcare facility at risk. Not only the healthcare people are at risk, also us. Why does the president has to plea with us? This is our lives. We should take responsibility for our lives. Just like now, because I come from Motherwell, I come here to the COVID grant. They're always telling me the same thing. I've applied in July. I haven't uttered 1 penny. This is the last money that my mother had for me to come here. And it's still the same story. They are cutting off people at 120, 150. What are we supposed to do? Because we want to work. But now, by the time that they are closing, it's only 4. But we're already going home now. It is not fair. It is not fair. We are pleading with the people, take this COVID-19 seriously. Also, please, Mr. President, people from the COVID-19 grant, they should be serious because they are sending us from post to pillar and we don't have any money. Where are we supposed to cry? Where are we supposed to plead? This is my heart is just bleeding. I can't even talk anymore.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's just a few of the residents here in Port Elizabeth. They're saying they do agree with the president. They would obviously like some amendments. They're also very much worried about their social grants and getting their money. But as the president said, we are in a dire situation right now, and we all need to do our part to, curb the spread of this virus. And we have also we know Nelson Mandela Bay is a hotspot, and so is Sarah Baartman. But in this province, more hotspots have popped up, as said by the president last night, like Chris Hani, Buffalo City, Alfred Nzo, our Tambo municipality. So things are quite tough here in the Eastern Cape. And as we said, if we don't all do our part and, pay attention to those C's, avoid the big 3 C's, avoid big crowds, avoid close spaces, avoid close contact, then we should be okay going forward into the new year.
Let's add the 3 W's as well. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and watch your space. Kim, we appreciate your reporting. We'll try to get back to you for more reactions. I guess it's all about balancing lives, protecting lives rather, and protecting livelihoods. That's the fine balancing act that government and all stakeholders need to deal with. Kim Daniels, live for us there in the Eastern Cape. Thank you very much indeed.